Just move, poruszajcie się trochę, słuchajcie. You can put your hands up, okay, and hands down, and you can march for example, for a short time, okay. Hello everybody, how are you today? Oh, I think you should do a plan for today. So if you ask me what my plans are for today, so I can tell you that today I'm going to relax in the evening. And you? Maybe your plans may give you a kind of relaxation. We are going to discuss a very nice subject that is going to be connected with shopping, okay? So, do you like shopping? If you do, so you will have a great fun today. Please prepare your cameras, okay, your telephones, your smartphones, your tablets, because we are going to start our English lesson. I am your virtual English teacher in our virtual school, our virtual education of English language. Okay? Good. Go shopping, do shopping. You can shop or you can go to a shop. So today I have for you three crucial questions connected with shopping. I think this is a very trivial question for girls, but for boys I think it can be a very difficult, of course, if you want to answer the questions. Are you a shopaholic? Oh, if you ask me, I am not. If you ask me, there are some people who really are mad about shopping. I can think that this can be a kind of passion, okay? This is a very easy way on shopping because you can stay in one place, you can, for example, watch whatever you really need. What kind of shops do you most go to? What kind of shops do you most go to? So if you ask me, I often go to a bookshop just to buy books. The books I really like reading. And you? Do you like reading books? Oh, I think you really do. So, are you the ball of fire now? Are you full of energy? If you are, okay, so let's go. So, prepare your mobiles, your cameras, your tablets, your smartphones, and be ready. Are you ready? Okay, good. Potatoes are not so expensive as tomatoes, tak? Ziemniaki są tak drogie jak pomidory. If you do not remember, so please, if you are ready, so now I can tell you. Take your pen and put the subject, okay, into your sheet of paper. Just move, poruszajcie się trochę, słuchajcie. You can put your hands up, okay, and hands down, and you can march for example, for a short time, okay? If your window is closed, you can open it. It may relax you and will give you a short fresh air. If you have money, you can, for example, stay in front of your TVs or in front of your computers and just buy whatever you really need and whatever you really want, okay? I can tell you that I like going to bookshops. I'm very curious about your mood. If you ask me, oh, I am really good today. If you have some plans, so please stay in front of your TVs, because today we are going to have our virtual lesson for those who do not remember my name. So now it's time for me to introduce myself. I am your English virtual teacher. Welcome to our virtual world. For those who do not remember and who are for the first time in front of our TV sets, I can tell that it was a really good fun for us. But it will be in a minute. But first, the things you like in the flat house where you live. In the flat or house where you live. I like spending the time on my terrace. This is beautiful and beloved city. So there are plenty of different, areas, different cities worth of seeing. So try to think about such the place, okay? Maybe this is just your village, maybe your city you live in now. So the answer is also great. Here you have a very deep difference between city and village. Theaters, very noisy, to the nearest forest, and for example, pick up the mushrooms if you like. Taki warm-up, czyli takie wprowadzenie, taka rozgrzewka językowa, właśnie dużo nam powiedziała na temat tego, w jaki sposób odnieść się do tego, żeby wyrazić, gdzie jest nasze miejsce na ziemi. Put the subject into your notebook or on the sheet of paper, okay? Express your feeling as my home is my castle. So I feel strong and safe inside my home, inside my house, okay? So my home is my castle, okay? So like the rock. All right, now it's time. Teraz mamy, słuchajcie, czas na to, żeby zapoznać się. Ja wam ten tekst przeczytam. Wy go na planszy będziecie śledzić. It had belonged to me since I was born. This was my mother's request so that we could stay in touch easily.
Request.
Request.
Easily.
Easily. W trzeciej linijce po słowie window widzimy these were all a part of my early life. W pierwszej linijce, w drugim zdaniu it had belonged to me since I was born, tak?
Since.
Do you like this property?
Property.
The flat is located on the third floor.
Located.
And now some adjectives plus house, the word. to describe how many bedrooms it has. A luxurious, magnificent.
Luxurious, magnificent.
So all of these are synonyms and have a positive adjective to describe a house. Be home and dry. Have successfully completed something as a project or activity.
Activity.
Home and on. Become closer. Affect someone in a strong way and personal way. So can we repeat the idioms? Of course, for the volunteers. Virtual English. So welcome to our virtual English world. For those who are for the first time in front of their TV sets, so I am going to introduce myself. My name is Agnieszka Żak and I am your virtual English teacher. So hello to everybody. I am going to tell you about what aspects we discussed last time. We worked on exercise number 2. Do you remember it? Take a sheet of paper, a new of course, or maybe just open your notebook. We are going to have fun. Fun because it is an English lesson and we can meet for the third time. What is the role of friendship in your life? If you ask me, you have to remember that a friend is somebody more than a mate. For example, a schoolmate or a classmate, okay? Remember, that's a huge difference. So when you talk and discuss the role of friendship, remember about somebody who is your close friend, who is loyal, who is, for example, trustful and honest, okay? Warm-up takes place for 2 minutes, okay? So, what to tell and how to answer this question? Just food you can use here, you can just tell that you know the vocabulary and useful phrases. Wherever you want to go, you just drive your car and do shopping, yes? Even it is very, very, very near. For example, the supermarket can be very near. And spend your time on the open air, okay? I think, in my opinion, I'm not an expert, but this is my personal opinion. Last lesson, we discussed the subject connected with human. Please put the subject down. on your sheets of papers. You know how to describe the picture and how to answer the examiner's all the questions, okay? Now I have for you some tips just to work with the listening comprehension, okay, based on human, of course. And now I will tell you the tips how to work with the exercise, okay? Based on human, you can have many keywords, for example, that can give you misunderstanding, yes? All right? Are you ready for the second listening? Okay, yes? Good. He said that he hardly has time to keep his phone battery charged. It's easy to interpret.
Interpret.
Interpret. Modern.
Modern. Modern.
Modern. And now the time for useful phrases from the third chart, okay? Please repeat. And negative meaning, a neglected and dull place.
Dull.
Thank you for today's lesson. I hope you had a great fun. So see you next time. I will be waiting for you. Goodbye.